So headed out to Coos Canyon this morning with a buddy of mine. We're gonna go try to see if we can get enough gold. That's the goal today. Pretty excited. We've been planning this for a little over a week now. Leaving my house at 3:30 a.m. It's about 52, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit of wind this morning, truthfully. So kind of glad we're probably not going lobstering today. So good thing we're headed out to Coos Canyon. We're going to be trying to strike it rich there. So, I don't know, we're just waiting for him here. It was a late night last night. I had lodge. I didn't get home till 10 o'clock. I couldn't go to bed. I was kind of excited doing some research and some stuff. I don't know, it was probably about 12:30. So, I get about 3 hours of sleep here. And we're rolling out here soon. He should be here any second. Close the door like a.
I didn't want to wake anybody.
Yeah.
You're gonna be yelling first thing.
You got the headlamp going on first thing this morning. I can't see anything.
Coos Canyon is roughly 186 miles from us, and it's about a 4-hour trip.
What are we doing?
Snacks.
Snacks.
You gotta have snacks.
Anytime you take this kid anywhere, he's got to have a lot of snacks. So let's get at it.
So it's a pretty good trip overall. We stopped in Skowhegan. We went to a diner over there, had breakfast, and kept on going. Temperatures dropped quite a bit as we headed towards Coos Canyon.
We made it. Woo! We made it to Coos Canyon. Giving a sign of all the stuff around us. It's been a long ride. It is definitely colder than what we thought it was going to be today. But it looks kind of dryish down here. So let's check it out.
Coos Canyon is located in Byron, Maine. Coos Canyon is a roadside park carved out of the Swift River. Maine's gold rush began in the mid-1800s. One of the locations they found gold was the Swift River, or known as the Coos Canyon. The presence of gold is because of the geological events that took place over 300 million years ago. It is very nice to just stop by and look and check out all the scenery, and it's breathtaking. And I'm sure if there was more water when we were there, the pictures I've seen have been phenomenal, and the fall foliage just kind of added to it. But very cool to stop by and check out this area.
We made it to Coos Canyon. We're walking around. We're checking everything out. Kind of in this little park area. See the ups and downs, the swirls of this. Brian's headed out over the bridge. We're trying to find where we want to be. We got a pretty good idea of where we want to kind of go, but it looks pretty dry. It doesn't look like there's a lot of water right now. Now, I've never been gold. I'm not a gold expert, but today I got to be, so we got to figure this out. So we're going to try to just see where there's a good amount of water, see what we can figure out.
So we're going to leave Coos Canyon and actually go on the Swift River itself. So we're going to drive down the road a little bit.
Coos Canyon. He came in only in a t-shirt. It's freezing out here. He's got a long sleeve shirt of mine, a sweatshirt, and I think I got a winter jacket he's probably going to wear.
I wasn't expecting it to be quite so cold. I was not prepared for this.
So we're putting our hip boots on. We're down the road a little ways, and we're going to head across the river and see what we can do.
We're going across now?
What do you want to do? I mean, this is literally the other side is right here.
That's a good spot right there behind that big rock, honestly, dude.
You want to try it here?
Anywhere up next to that stuff right there is a good spot, and behind that big rock.
So just like any fisherman, everything comes in a plastic crate. So this is a lobster crate. We tossed everything in, just make life a little easier. We can float if we have to. We got the shovels, we got all the gear. Brian's getting his hip boots up, and we're gonna try it over here. We're gonna start getting stuff set up and try to record as we go to kind of show you guys what's going on.
Gold is usually found in areas where it has been eroded from its original sources and then settled naturally in concentrated areas. Gold is usually found in gravel and sediment of the river. The equipment you should have is a gold pan, a shovel, and a classifier. That's the bare minimum when you're doing this kind of stuff. We also have buckets, a sluice, a couple different things. So I brought this magnifying glass so we can try to see. We're digging out behind that big boulder rock right there, just because that's the way the settlement and everything kind of goes. So we're panning over there. We think we might have got lucky, so we're going to check it with this magnifying glass, see if we found a flake or not. So let's get at it.
That little That's probably gold.
You think so?
Yeah. See, it won't go anywhere.
Panning for gold is a method of extracting small gold particles from sediment by placing it in a pan, adding water, and using a motion to wash away the light materials and leave the heavier materials to settle.
That's it. That's a piece right there. Right there's a piece.
Sit still. Point to it again. Right there.
Right there. That's 100% a piece right there.
So Brian put me right onto it. Is it a big piece?
A lot bigger than I thought we were gonna find. That truck is looking promising.
You heard it. We're gonna get some stuff set up and then really try to go at this now.
So we're gonna set up the Sluice box, and you see Brian carrying it over. We're gonna get it set up.
So Brian's so overeager, he's forgetting his parts here. Trying to get this all set up here.
Sluicing for gold is a method of mining where a stream of water carries gold-bearing sediment through a long, sloping trough called a sluice box, which has raised ridges on the bottom that trap the heavier sediment like gold. The Swift River is 26.7 miles long, and it's a very beautiful place just to sit there and be there with nature regardless of gold.
Okay, yeah.
See how it doesn't change color?
Yeah.
So we found a few specks of gold throughout the panning process, and we started digging. We decided we were going to try to use the sluice box, really try to see what we could find. So we're digging up around behind big rocks. There's some nice quartz that we're finding and different other minerals and gems throughout this. But one of the big key things, if you're going to do this, make sure you fill in the holes after you're done.
So we're going at this still. We think we got a couple pieces of little specks here right now.
So we got a couple buckets. We're filling up with water. We get the classifier on top. You want the water right up to the classifier. That's what Brian's doing, is filling that up. Then he's going to start shaking that.
Glass. This is beautiful out here. It's a little cold, but it's nice.
I'm not cold anymore.
Fall foliage and high to peak right now. It's nice. I mean, it's good.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. We're in Coos Canyon, Swift River, kind of the cross between East Branch and Swift River right now. So it's a fun experience to do this, try something new.
So you can see the classifier. The bigger stones are going to be on top. The water's going to sluice that back and forth, making a switching motion. Turning that works better. I was just trying to get a big video on that. But this is the sluice box. So you're dumping in a spoonful at a time. So that motion of the water, the stream, is pushing the lighter sediment off, and it's hopefully catching the heavier sediments such as gold that will mess around towards the end. But we're going to repeat this process quite a bit, and then we'll pan the rest of this off once we're completed.
This is going to pay out right here. We're going to have to quit our jobs. We're going to move up the Swift River and just start working here. Just kind of go. Goose, what are you doing?
I was just feeding Sluice.
How's the trip going so far?
Epic, epic.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
Do you have enough snacks?
No, that's kind of why I want to go back to the truck.
Were you prepared today on a scale of 1 to 10?
A scale of 1 to 10, about a 2.
So we've been at this for like what seems like
9 to 10 hours.
which really in reality is 2 hours, but you know, it's definitely, you know, not the easiest thing in the world, but it's fun. You're gonna spend the time outside, just talking the breeze, having a good time, exploring, just being one with the Swift River.
It's a great activity to bring your kids and your wife to make them shovel if they're in bucket.
So I guess you could say we're Swifties now. Why did the gold prospector get kicked out of the bar?
I'm not sure, Kelly. Why?
You can't serve alcohol to a minor.
So we put in about 2.5 hours. We had fun. Now it's time to call it quits, go on to the next adventure. So we got to clean up everything, meaning getting all the settlement out of the sluice box into the bucket, and we got to pan all that out. We got to rinse every piece of that out and make sure we get all that heavy settlement into that we can pan through. Now this has been a fun experience. I've got to try something new, just explore Maine, another piece of it that doesn't get talked about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little adventure. Might not have been the most informative, but it was a fun adventure, and hopefully we'll be doing monthly adventure kind of videos and trying to get more onto posting on YouTube. And I appreciate everyone following, subscribing, and hanging out in the comments. And until next time, get at it, keep exploring, and don't be afraid to try new adventures here in Maine and beyond. And for the total amount of gold that we found, there was a couple specks. That's about the highlight of it. I think there was maybe 5 specks of gold that we got. Still very cool. We did find some cool gems.
So we've loaded everything back in the truck. We're just going to say a farewell to the Swift River for the adventure today, the journey. I'm going to leave my door wide open so everyone driving by could steal all our stuff. It's great. Watch out for that stick.